You know that iconic scene in The Matrix when Neo hesitates before taking the red pill? That's procrastination right there, tempting you to stay within the confines of your comfort zone. We've all been Neo at some point. You sit down, full determination to tackle the important task, but somehow your mind starts wandering. The laundry suddenly becomes fascinating, or you're suddenly engrossed in a YouTube video about cats riding skateboards. What we don't realize is that there's an epic showdown that goes down in your brain every time we try to beat procrastination. It's a battle between two mighty forces: the analytical, goal-setting prefrontal cortex and the instinct-driven, pleasure-seeking limbic system. Your prefrontal cortex, often dubbed the CEO of the brain, is responsible for rational thinking, decision-making, and long-term planning. It's the part that sets your ambitions, your goals, and your dreams. But then, lurking right behind the surface, we have the limbic system. This is the area of your brain that craves instant gratification, the one that's telling you to take the easy, pleasurable path. And oftentimes, the limbic system just seems to kick the prefrontal cortex's ass. It's like a master persuader that'll just force you down the wrong path and make it seem like you're having a good time doing it. It was during a seamlessly mundane science lecture in college where I started to put the pieces together about why I was procrastinating and learning more about these two components of the brain. And this journey through the inner workings of my brain allowed me to really understand what I could do to combat the limbic system and eliminate my procrastination. The first thing I learned that worked for me was task chunking. You see, when faced with a daunting project, our limbic system often throws a tantrum. It tells you it's too big, that it's too much work, and it tries to flee you into just saying, all right, you're right, and then going and buying a poodle on Alibaba. And quite honestly, that's what it was doing when I decided to spend this entire weekend filming videos. When I first started making videos, I would pace around for a good hour, finding any excuse to not get started, watch DUI arrest videos on YouTube, anything I could to just prolong getting started through that long, treacherous process of filming multiple videos. And what I was neglecting taking from my learnings from college was that I can get a lot further breaking my tasks into smaller pieces. For instance, instead of looking at a daunting schedule where I'm filming 8 straight videos or whatever the case, I could break it up and just do 2 one day, 2 the next, or 4, or whatever the case, and just make it more realistic and less daunting. And as I knock out each video, my brain will celebrate and it'll be stoked for me, and then it'll keep me motivated, it'll keep me going. And now my limbic system is almost on my side. It's like applauding and cheering me on. My prefrontal cortex starts gaining momentum and then it starts calling the shots like Phil Jackson. And all of a sudden, the limbic system is just nowhere to be found. Now I go into videos really eager and excited, and I know that I'm doing it in a more manageable way, and therefore I'm excited to do it. I'm not dreading it anymore. The next thing I do is master the day with hard tasks first. I love knocking out hard tasks early in the morning when people are even still sleeping, just knowing that I'm getting so much done while the world around me is just completely silent and still. Research reveals that our brain's cognitive abilities peak early. As the sun comes up, our self-control, our decision-making, and our concentration just goes down. And that's when that limbic system, notorious for its instant craving, starts flexing its muscles. You're giving yourself a massive advantage when you tackle these tasks early on because you're doing these things at prime brain operating levels. You're going into battle with your strongest soldiers, laser focused in fortified determination. While your peers are hardly waking up, sipping their bean water, you've already slayed 4 dragons. You're allowing your prefrontal cortex to remain in the driver's seat, and it's swerving like Gran Turismo, avoiding all the limbic system's traps. When you conquer your most difficult challenges early on in the day, you're setting yourself up for success for the rest of it. The next is energizing your brain. Imagine your brain is a high-performance Ferrari engine, just ready to tackle the day with 600 horsepower. But instead of gas, it's fueled by a concoction of sleep, nutrition, and exercise, which is the ultimate elixir to slay the ever-persistent limbic system. Research reveals that quality sleep is the cornerstone of a vigilant prefrontal cortex. When you're well-rested, your brain is a sharp, strategic mastermind, which is a far cry from the foggy, procrastination-prone state that you live in when you are sleep-deprived. But it doesn't stop there. You also have to engage in regular exercise, the type that gets your heart racing and those endorphins dancing the Irish jig. Physical activity is not just for your muscles. It's a mind-boosting potion that amplifies your prefrontal cortex's authority. And the trifecta is also what your brain is physically consuming. You need nutrient-rich foods that nourish your brain. You can't just live off Laffy Taffy bites and expect to get very far. In order to keep your brain nourished and focused and performing, you need to drink more water. Too many people are just living off Diet Coke or vodka these days, and they wonder why their limbic system is steering the boat. If I don't eat well, I don't get good sleep, and I don't work out, my day's shot. Like, procrastination is what's on the menu. It's it. That's where it's going the rest of the day. I don't have a chance. So those 3 are non-negotiable for me. I'm getting my sleep, my 8 hours. I'm working out in the morning, Monday through Friday, first thing, and I am eating healthier. I am suppressing my urge to get Raising Cane's every day because damn it, I don't know what they put in that chicken, but gotta do what you gotta do. The next is meditation. Dr. Sarah Lazar's research revealed that frequent meditation cultivates a healthier brain structure, particularly in the prefrontal cortex. As you close your eyes and immerse yourself in the present moment, the prefrontal cortex swells with increased gray matter, your brain's signature of efficiency and control. But meditation also extends into the limbic system as well. Activity in the amygdala, the hub of emotional response, recedes like a tide, reducing the pull of distraction and procrastination. This one by far is the hardest one for me. I am so spazzy. It is so hard for me to get down and just stay still. Usually I would just cop out and say my meditation is playing basketball because my mind's still shut off, but I'm engaged in actually moving around. But I had to really embrace just getting better at this because it's seriously like the one thing that most self-improvement people just won't shut up about how profound meditation is. Initially getting started, it was very hard for me too, I'm not gonna lie, and as I got going, I started to really see that, all right, there's benefit to this. Each session got a bit easier and easier, and I came to realize that just like I would go to the gym to strengthen my muscles, meditation was kind of like going to the gym for my brain, to strengthen my mind. My focus began to be more sharpened, and that allure for procrastination was there less and less. In those times where my mind would resemble a turbulent sea of just distractions in every direction due to my limbic system, I found myself just not having that around as often. It's almost like a sanctuary realm where I can just allow my prefrontal cortex to shed like a guiding light on me or something. It's become a path to just restore balance in my life and just quiet the noise around me. And it really has been a testament to the profound impact that mindfulness can have in the battle against procrastination. Next is minimizing distractions. Modern life has just gifted us a barrage of just alluring temptations. Notifications, social media, and the siren call of 1,000 cat videos. And these distractions aren't accidental. They're engineered to trigger that dopamine-driven limbic system. By removing these dopamine-enhanced traps, you're allowing your prefrontal cortex to thrive. You're dimming the spotlight on instant gratification, and you're illuminating the pathway towards productivity. So remember, you're not a victim or a slave to the whims of procrastination. With this knowledge, I really do believe that you can rewrite the narrative of productivity and accomplishment within your own life. If you like this video, please hit that like button. It helps so much with the algorithm. Please subscribe too if you have not yet and you like my videos. It means a lot. You could share it with Uncle Steve, freaking Cousin It. I'm sweating profusely. It is really hot in here. I'm going to take a cold shower. Love you guys. See you in the next video. Later.